Hello and welcome to week 3 in anthropology here. Again, very impressed with the work everybody's doing. So off we go. We are in chapters 4 and 5 this week. Now, chapter 4 is looking at one of the first concentrated areas. I mean, there's a whole subfield within anthropology called linguistics. So we're looking at language. And I've actually created, in terms of the assignments, I've created this somewhat related to each other. So there's a discussion on the interaction between language and culture, and then the quiz is sort of the same thing. So what I'm hoping that you'll do is you'll engage in the discussion, put off the quiz for a little bit, engage in the discussion to enrich your sort of mutual understanding of the effect of culture, the interaction between culture and language, and then put in a really humdinger, there's a word, humdinger of a, put in a good answer to the questions on the quiz, to the question on the quiz. The next one is subsistence. Is one of the key aspects of people coming together was actually the collective procurement and hunting and gathering of food to keep everybody fed. In groups, people were able to survive and find more food for each other. And just looking into that idea from the anthropological point of view. Now, the assignment that I've given you is actually bringing this more into the modern era, not just the archaeology of this or other remote cultures and whatnot, but actually looking at the diversity here within our own communities to be able to either go to the supermarket and participate in the global food distribution market or participate in the local food market through local shops, co-ops, or, as the one I put in there, farmers markets. Now, I understand that farmers markets don't always open when you want them to. Maybe you have to travel a little bit to go do them or whatever. That's fine. This particular assignment has a very, very flexible due date. I eventually want you to do it by the end of the class. Don't put it off. If you can get it done this week, that's great. But I won't be clamping down on this particular assignment. You've got more time to get it done with all the other things that you have going on in your schedule. It's some field work. I'm asking you to do some field work. The point is to go out and meet with people. We're actually getting off the veranda, getting out of the armchair. They're going to go out there and practice a little bit what anthropologists do. They go out and they talk to people and they make observations and they kind of get the gist of this. Some of you might be very familiar with farmers markets and how they work, but I think it's still interesting to go out, talk to a few people. Most of the individuals there are deeply invested in this, and there's not only local but very global perspectives as to the importance of local food sourcing. So let's get out there. Again, I will be flexible. If you have some questions about this, I've already fielded a couple questions about how to go about doing this, provided some resources to look at where the farmers markets are happening. But I want you to be able to experience that even if it doesn't happen this week. It can happen another week, maybe during spring break, or someplace in time, maybe when they all start opening up in just about a month or so, when it becomes more springy, and that would be a good time to finish this assignment. But it's going to remain on the shelf for pretty much the rest of the semester for you to get it done. So don't worry about getting that done this particular week. So I hope you enjoy this. The subsistence chapter I found very intriguing. I found it very interesting to look at not only different cultures and how subsistence happens, but this whole notion of local versus global food chain issue that comes up, which is somewhat controversial. There's just like anything else, there's quackery out there, but just to be aware of those processes and how they work and the choices we have to participate in either one as active agents in our own society. So look forward to hearing these discussions, look forward to these assignments. So have a great week here in anthropology. Take care.